Hey guys, Nabil here. Hope everyone is doing great. Long time no see. I'm saying that again. Well, it's been pretty crazy. So as you know, I was in Saudi Arabia. Fantastic, amazing, unbelievable trip. Right after that, it was actually my early vacation to go with the family, with the wife and kids. So I just got back yesterday, right exactly about the time of the top 8 actually. So I made it just in time to watch the crazy, fights and the crazy level of competition that we had yesterday. Again, congratulations to Goichi for an amazing victory, and I kind of feel bad for ET because he did absolutely great. But today we're talking about something else. We're talking about the new patch. Yes, there is a new balance patch, as well as some other changes that were added to Fatal Fury State of the Wolves, along with Ken Masters from Street Fighter. Now, let's get to it, but before we do that, a gentle reminder to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I drop a new video, alright? So as you know, Ken Masters from Street Fighter, and specifically Street Fighter 6, has been added to Fatal Fury State of the Wolves. In his part is the second character of the Season 1 pass for the game, and along with that comes the patch version 1.3.1. Unfortunately, I did not have the time yet to even try this patch and try what's in there, but I'm going to read the patch notes. They had them this time in like a web page rather than that PDF where you have all the information. This is actually like more visually appealing, so we're gonna go through everything here together and see what it all means. All right, so patch version 1.3.3, the update is all about the dream crossover that is Fatal Fury cross Street Fighter 6 leads the charge and nods to prior titles in Capcom's storied franchise also abound. All right, so obviously we have Ken Masters with 2 costumes, his Street Fighter 6 costume as well as his classic costume. Now, obviously, if you follow the channel and you're a subscriber, you probably saw the gameplay videos they uploaded for Ken over the past couple of 2-3 days. Again, big shout out to SNK for providing early access to Ken. He is absolutely fun, and that music, that Ryu music, is fire. Again, congratulations to Zoe-san, who the one of the the lead of the music department of SNK Sound, did an amazing job. All right, it also got a new stage, which is Suzaku Castle, which is again Ryu's stage from Street Fighter 2, but this time there's a little bit of it's a snowy mountain, and it's a snowy day. I mean, and it's absolutely fantastic. We have an added splash for Street Fighter. Just basically telling people what to do. But in that, there's actually a menu that allows you to do some changes. Now, this is SNK going the extra mile here. So you have altered SFX, which you can change the sounds of the SFX for Ken from Street Fighter 6 to the classic Street Fighter. Those classic punches. You can hear them in the game. I think this is pretty cool. It change sound effects for supers and other elements via settings, sound, altered SFX. Try it yourself and unleash a different kind of vibe on City of the Wolves. Well, the jukebox got an addition, which is crazy. Fatal Fury Cross Street Fighter collab. Listen to hit tracks from Street Fighter series directly in City of the Wolves. I can't wait to see what music is there from Street Fighter. I hope Guile is in there. I hope Guile is in there. Street Fighter added has an album within the amazing jukebox is something I did not expect. All right, cleaner interface, character trials. We've upped usability of the missions trial screen. All right, so it looks much better and cleaner here because, well, why do we need this? Is because now we have many more trials, and I can't wait to go over them. I probably should do that, over a stream. So now you have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Quick, convenient access whenever you want to work on your combo game. Already mastered it all? Test your might with even tougher trials freshly added to the mix. That is awesome, man. I'm happy that we're getting more trials. More updates and additions. Episode of Southtown split the robust roulette skill into 3 tiers with a different damage probability for each, depending on the stage played. This will make stages easier to clear. Make the most of these tiers when grinding or when simply trying your luck in battle. I am not sure what that means, to be honest. This will make stages easier to clear. I think this is probably going to be helpful in the end game, right? Like after you clear and you have the Southtown Plus, I don't know. We'll give it a shot later on in the stream and see what this is all about. What else? Settings added a centralized delete feature for the following save data, clone data, replay data, and color edit. Added a faint option for smart style, so now you can do faint in smart style. Adjusted CPU difficulty for survival and increase the amount of health recovered per win. Added faint in break-in tutorial to expert smart style. Command list, you can now faint and break in smart style too. Updated command list to reflect this change. Now, non-battle issues, control scheme, resolved selected control scheme would revert to its previous state. Okay, so this is probably a bug I wasn't aware of. Train and resolved data wouldn't show properly for certain actions. I didn't find that, didn't happen to me. So, but it was a problem, so they fixed it. Episode of Southtown, super dodge attack. Cristiano Ronaldo, yes, because Ronaldo now CR7 has an EOST, which I haven't tried yet. A super dodge attack performed before the startup of an enemy rep blow would lose out against its guard point. You would take damage as a result. A result, Bugs, Ballone, and Mossberg would freeze after doing a hyper defense. I'm kind of tired of these guys. You fight them over and over again. I hope there's going to be more variety in the future. I hope they can update episode of Saturn again, and I said this in my review that I love the game so much. This is one of SNK's best games ever. In my opinion, the best fighting game currently, new fighting game. But my issues were with the story mode, obviously, and the episode of Southtown, which I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. But again, things can get better, and we're already seeing them working on so many things. So I'm hoping episode of Southtown is going to get some sort of update. And one of these updates is just, I'm tired of these guys fighting the same guys over and over again. Clone resolved some UI shortcuts would appear as control buttons even on keyboard. Didn't mess a lot with clones, so but when I tried it actually worked pretty good. Battle adjustments, and I think this is what you guys are here for, right? This is the balance patch. So let's see what they did. Let's see the overall resolved issues around win, resolved input in certain moves when time runs out would delay win cinematics. It wasn't aware of that. Resolved doing a rev axle from these would apply while punished state and the move being cancelled into. Resolve several other issues. Fainting and breaking, this is smart styles added. Dash forward step changed when you can block after these actions. Dash from 10 frames to 12, forward step from 10 to 14. Unique step made it easier to do a forward hop while holding down the ref guard. Oh, this is really cool. They have this thing that's a lot easier now. I can just go, for example, Marco, and I can, okay, this is what, the changes are. But I think it's a lot of characters to go over one by one. So generally, I'm guessing, let's go to the big one. All right, so I know there were some nerfs. I've seen the news. So this guy got hit hard, Billy. As far as Rock, extended attack hitbox, expanded attack hitbox for the far standing HK. So this is a bit of this is some buffs. Expanded attack hitbox, expanded hurtbox. So it's kind of like both a nerf and a buff really. Change damage from 60 to 70, 70 to 80. So these are all obviously buffs. Attack startup from 12 to 10, the shiny knuckle. So generally, minor buff. Hurtbox while taking damage now matches other characters. All right, power wave, reduced recovery frame, so that's a buff. Burden wave, increased pushback duration on block, reduced pushback distance on block. Croc shoot, reduced command priority. Power charge, reduced recovery frames for final stage and hit and block. And power geyser, reduced active frames. So that's a little bit of, few changes. Increased active frames for baffles, reduced landing and recovery, increased pushback. So, you can see this is a lot of changes, to be honest. What does it mean for each character is a little bit difficult to find out just by looking at this. Well, let's look at Marco, my main. Changed attack startup, far standing HP from 11 to 10, increased pushback duration on hit. Far standing HK changed startup from 12 to 11, so really minor buff here. Kyokugen Hiji increased the time that the hurtbox remains, reduced pushback distance on block. Zanretsuken increased knockback on hit. Okay. Hienshin Pukyaku expanded the hurtbox, so that's a nerf. Hienshin Pukyakurev reduced travel distance. That's interesting. Reduced attack hitbox and expanded the hurt box. So that's definitely a nerf. Hao Shoko can change startup from 6 to 8. Man, my boy Marco got nerfed. Increased recovery frames, expanded hurt box, increased launch height on hit. Dude, Marco got hit. We'll see what that means. Preacher, reduce pushback distance on block, reduce pushback distance on head block, change damage from 70 to 60, change damage of final. She got change damage of final hit. Bit of a nerf here. Expanded attack hitbox. As far as expanded the hurt box, so it's a bit of changes here. Difficult again to say if it's a nerf or a buff or pretty much unchanged. Hotaru got a bit of a nerf. Some of the damage was reduced for many of her attacks. And as you can see, the Freeze Fang changed the attack startup from 5 frames to 6 frames. And expanded the attack hitbox though. So it's kind of like give and take, you know, like some nerfs, some buffs. But generally what it means is very difficult. Same goes for Vox. Tizok. Now Tizok is low tier in this game. He's the worst character in the game, and that hurts because I love Tizok. So let's see what happens here. His step increased travel speed, increased travel distance. Okay. As far as damage, some more damage. As far as getting buffs, a bit of speed increase. That's good. But I don't see one of the problems with Tizok is that his dashes, you can't do anything with his dash. His dash is a pretty bad move because like you can see him coming from miles away and he can't cancel his dash into anything. That means he can get grabbed pretty easily. And I think that's the biggest, I had this discussion. I was speaking with Frionel about this, and that's what he also thinks is one of the main issues with Tizok. Hopefully that changes in the future. Kevin Ryan reduced recovery frames, increased pushback, increased recovery frames. Okay. Again, bit of nerfs, bit of buffs. Billy Khan got nerfed. He got really nerfed. Now, so many things that he used to do, he can't do them anymore, like follow up with that super after knockdown, after a juggle, I mean. He is not the Billy that we saw at Evo. So absolutely got nerfed without going into the details here. Mai got a bit of a buff, but from seeing that people are not, like fans of the character are not really happy. They decreased some of her damage though, as you can see here. Kim Dong-won, it's just resolving issues. There's no changes to the balance itself, I guess. Now, yeah, here we go. Reduced recovery frames on hit for the forward throw, increased pushback duration. So again, a little bit of very, very difficult to tell some of these characters if they're gonna get better or worse. Kain is one of the problematic or the most problematic character in the game. I love Kain so much, but I think he's OP. So what happens here? Reduce the attack hitbox and reduce the hurt box. So nerf, buff. Reduce attack hitbox, expanded the hurt box. That's a nerf for this crouching HP. The low dodge attack, what the hell is that? Low dodge attack added a throw hurt box in the mid-air portion. That's interesting. Can no longer rev axle. Required charge time now matches in the arcade style version, so that was an issue. Change damage, reduce some of the damage, increase pushback distance on block, increase recovery frames, decrease the damage. The Hemlicker Edelstein changed the attack startup from 8 to 6. So he did get nerfed, but not as much as Billy. I think Kyle is probably still the strongest character in this game after this patch. I don't think that changed. I think Billy has been definitely nerfed. Cristiano Ronaldo, hurt box, increased travel speed, expanded attack hitbox, increased travel distance, increased active frames, change attack from 10 to 9 frames. So Ronaldo also got a bit of a buff. Let's see how that's gonna that's gonna change the meta. You know, we're gonna start seeing him in tournaments. Activates early, reduce hurt box, increase pushback duration, projectile reflection. Yeah, a bit of a small buff in my opinion. Hokutomaru, again, another, I wouldn't say problematic, but one of the strongest characters. Increased pushback, reduced proximity recognition, reduced pushback, expanded the hurt box, so expanded the attack hitbox. So as far as reduced pushback duration and increased pushback for the air rev, increase the pushback distance on hit and block. Okay. As far as can now be used in constant 2, increase pushback duration. Jury's still out on Hokutomaru. I don't think this changes much for him. Could be wrong. Let's see what happens. Andy, my boy Andy. Expanded the attack hitbox for the close standing LK. Good. Zaneki now moves forward slightly before attack startup. Expanded the attack hitbox. Alright, I'm liking this. Zaneki in the heavy version has increased active frames. Okay. Shore Padan increase the damage. Zane Showa can change the damage and increase the damage. So he got a little bit of a buff, which is great. Okay, so that's a lot of changes, but this is a global patch, but I think they haven't advertised it, right? I mean, they haven't said anything about expecting a big patch, so I'm thinking maybe this is just the first patch of many to come. They're probably gonna wait to see how Ken, falls into the current meta before doing any major changes to the balance. But I'm very happy to see things. Get updated, and Ken, very excited about Ken. So I'm going to have a stream later today, so please join me as we go and explore some of these new changes. Try Ken both in offline and online, and see what we can get from testing these changes. Again, very excited. Fatal Fury is in a great place right now, and I'm looking forward to its bright future. So what did you guys think about this patch, about the changes? Leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.